Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here. I'm with Zach at Knott's Berry Farm today, as well as our good friend Dylan from Theme Park Obsession, who's in front of us. But we're riding Ghost Rider in just a little bit of time. It is running one train, so we've got a little bit of a wait, but I'm excited to get back on it. Absolutely amazing ride on Ghost Rider. One of the smoother I've had in a very long time. In the back row, a silver train, but man, you gotta check it out. It's such a great ride. My favorite at the park, for sure. It is an absolutely gorgeous Southern California day. It's about 70 degrees. The sun is shining. There's a little bit of a breeze. It's perfect out here. So it's a perfect day to be out here at Knott's, that is for sure. And also we're here on a Tuesday right after President's Day, and it's pretty empty. So next up for us is gonna be Pony Express, which has just opened up after a lengthy refurbishment. Oh, but something we just noticed, the Galloping Goose is out in its amazing glory. I think we're gonna have to ride it a little later today. So if you've seen Dylan's video, you know Accelerator is closed, which stinks. Make sure to go check out his channel, by the way. But now we're gonna go ride Coast Rider, the Mock Wild Mouse coaster that is known to be a little uncomfortable for a lot of people, but there's no line for it. And hang time has probably about a 45-minute wait right now with the one train. So we're gonna experience Coast Rider. Wish us luck. So just got off of Coast Rider. It really isn't the worst ride in the world. It's actually quite enjoyable. It's just the restraint has a metal shin guard that can be quite uncomfortable for some riders, especially if you're a little taller. So if you're prepared for that, it's not a bad ride at all. It's a great family ride for sure. But it does have its little problems and its little intricacies that are not really great. But Coast Rider, if you want to check it out, great family coaster. And if you've been to Legoland, it's exactly the same as the little coaster over there called Technic X. So sadly, Accelerator looks to be down all day, and we know that because they have a chain out front, as well as no one standing outside to tell you, oh, it'll be opening soon. So if you ever see that in a park, usually that means it's gonna be down for a good portion of the day at least. So no Accelerator right now, but maybe we'll take a little ride on Supreme Scream. I haven't done that in a while, because why not? Well, an even greater indication that we won't be riding Accelerator today, you can see the purple train is stuck on the final brake run and not in the station. So we know it won't be opening up at least anytime soon, sadly. After an awesome ride on Supreme Scream, getting an amazing view of the park, we're gonna head into the Boardwalk Barbecue, of course, because where else do we go for food? Like, let's be real. So just sat down at the Boardwalk Barbecue, got our usual, a pulled pork sandwich, because you can't go wrong with that, and mac and cheese. I mean, Zach and I both did that. But Dylan and I got something I've never tried before, and that is the Boysenberry Cider. And I gotta say, it is really light, but really tasty. It does taste like Boysenberry, if you are wondering, and that is $11.25, just letting you know. All right, I think we're ending up riding Silver Bullet, which I have not done in a very long time. I think since summer of last year. It's been a long time, sadly, but I think we're gonna ride it now since there's no wait. And of course, because it's open. Man, it has been a while since we've walked through these switchbacks. It's kind of weird to be back in here, actually, after so long of not being in here. And especially since we used to ride it all the time, but just we had some bad luck over the past couple months with it being down while we were here, and I'm excited to get back on it. All right, we're getting in line for back row. It is on one train operation right now, but it is a Tuesday in February. That is to be expected, as well as you can see in the background, one train operation for Jaguar as well. So hopefully we'll get on in the next 2 rotations and have a fun ride. Just got off a Silver Bullet, running extremely well today. Super smooth, super forceful, super fun. It was nice to get back on this thing after so incredibly long of not being able to ride it when we were visiting, but super excited to be able to ride it once again. Man, that loop is great, and so is that overbank and in the corkscrew, the helix. Oh, it's so good. All right, next stop after Silver Bullet, we're moving to another part of Ghost Town, and that's over to the Calico Mine ride. This an absolute classic dark ride slash train. It's absolutely amazing. Can't wait to get back on this.
Down in the whole Mother Earth, only to have a blast of steaming and hot mud erupt in his face. It ain't exactly the kind of warm welcome you want. Cider, one of the richest gold strikes in all of the recorded district. Now we're heading over an underground lake at the mouth of this here river. And we're not panning for gold flakes here in the water. We're fishing for those little flying fish you see down there. They ain't never seen the light of day.
Remember, one stray spark and we'll all get blasted to Kingdom Come.
And we're getting.
Well, say, it sure is dark in here, folks. Now let's see if we can find ourselves a little bit of light.
Let's all take light thoughts up on this here trestle bridge. Keep your hands and arms inside. Straight to the dynamite target. Let it rip, boys.
Looks like we made it out of there just in time, folks.
So we just got off of the Calico Mine ride. What a great attraction, don't you think, Dylan?
Oh yeah, it's a blast.
I love it. I absolutely adore this ride. And I make sure to do it at least every other time I'm here, even though I'm here all the time. It's such a fantastic dark ride. This dark ride in specific actually made Walt Disney incredibly jealous when he checked it out in the early 60s. And actually, you can even technically say it inspired a lot of the things that you see at Disneyland today. So before we start to get on our way to heading out of the park, had to stop at the Calico candy store to get a pecan cone. Now, if you don't know what these are, it's literally just pecans like the nuts covered in cinnamon and sugar. It is absolutely delectable, and apparently it can cause a habit too, so be wary. So these pecans are so freaking good. I can eat these all the time, and yes, they will cause a habit for me. But they're $4 just on the regular. But if you do have a platinum pass like I do, it'll go down to $3.45, which is actually quite a steal for about the 50 pecans you get. All right, our final ride of the day looks to be a little rapid, if you know what I mean. We're going on Calico River Rapids. Super excited to get back on this thing. It might be a little cold now, but the water level should be a little lower because it is a colder day, so hopefully we won't get too incredibly wet. But I'm excited to get back on this nonetheless. But I do gotta say, for the pecans or any other nut bags that you get, sounds a little weird, but you definitely should share these because I'm not gonna be able to finish these on my own. I mean, Dylan and Zach are picking up some scraps, but yeah, it's definitely hard to do on your own. I mean, there's a lot in this bag that comes with it just for the $4. It's definitely worth it. But it's a lot of food, meaning you should probably share it with your family and friends. Just got off of Calico River Rapids. As you can see, I'm shaking a little bit. That's because I'm freezing. I got hit right in the back really bad, and Zach almost ate it. That was almost really terrible. But yeah. It's now about 60 degrees and I'm freezing. I'm gonna put my jacket back on because it's so cold right now. Immediately after experiencing Calico River Rapids, we had to come over to the restroom because we had to do our business, right? These restrooms have been recently redone and they are absolutely fantastic. Some of the best restrooms in the park. So if you need to stop for a restroom, this is definitely a place to do it. Or you can check out, of course, the other newly redone restrooms on the Indian Trail pathway over on the other side of Ghost Town. Those restrooms are definitely my top picks for in the park. All right, with 10 minutes left to go in our day, we're actually gonna start to head out of the park. Just stopped in a couple of shops just to look around for a little bit in Ghost Town. But now we're gonna go to the shops outside of the park, check out some of the new merchandise they have, and you can check out most of that on Dylan's channel. And I will leave that right on his face, right there. All right, well now we're actually gonna check out Build-A-Bear because they just opened up this shop. I wanted to see what it was like inside. So here's some of the exclusive Build-A-Bear items that you can get in the Knott location specifically. You cannot get these items anywhere else. The conductor, the cowboy, or of course the Knott Berry Farm shirt, which is really cool, the fact that they have this exclusive merchandise at this location. But of course, if you did not know, Build-A-Bear is a place where you can get your own bear or stuffed animal, and you get to fill it with all of the stuffing you can, as well as love, and customize it in any way you want, which is really cool. You can make a cowboy, you can make a dancer, I don't know exactly what that is, but you can make anything you want at Build-A-Bear. It's really cool. Or if you're super into sports, you can make an Angels player, a football player, a Chargers player, a Lakers player, a Dodger, like anything you want, really. It's really cool. Also, if your kids are into Paw Patrol at all, you could definitely get some stuffed animals like them. And of course, as usual, a bunch of bears are at your disposal for birthdays, holidays, whatever you want. Here's the main wall itself with even some DC superheroes over here, which is really cool. And of course, all of the accessories you need. Just to give you an idea on pricing though, each stuffed animal itself is around $25 to $30 just for the stuffing and the animal itself. And then all of the accessories from there on are usually about $5 to $10. And of course, some accessories will go a little over that and be like at $15, but they have underwear, shirts, jeans, shorts, tennis balls, donuts, anything you could really think of in these stores. But I just thought it would be cool to check out the workshop just a little bit to show you guys around this brand new store at the marketplace. And if you guys would like to see me make a Build-A-Bear at this location, let me know in the top right card in that poll to let me know. Should I make a Build-A-Bear here? Let me know. But if you really want to see me make a Build-A-Bear at this location, put down a comment and let me know what type of bear you'd like me to make. So an absolutely awesome trip to Knott's Berry Farm with my great friends Dylan and Zach. Make sure you go check out Dylan's channel in the top right corner. And of course, make sure to subscribe if you haven't, because we want to get him to 50,000 subs ASAP. And if you haven't and you like the content here, make sure to subscribe to this channel, Parks Bros, if you'd like. We've also got an Instagram if you want to check that out. But hopefully we'll see you next time. But until then, we'll see you on the next ride.